Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doris Etito. In this video, I will share with you how to cook Nigerian okra soup. To make the okra soup, here are the ingredients you will need. The star ingredients: okra or okra or ladyfinger as some call it. Also, we'll be using some crab, kpeku or clam. In Warri City where I live, we call clam kpeku. It's very tasty and it adds lots of taste and flavor to okra soup. We'll be using some fresh prawns, some snails, goat's meat, Kpomo or cowskin, some periwinkles, very important in okra soup, Bonga fish, optional, ground crayfish, red chili pepper, onions, fresh pepper, palm oil, Ugu Leaf, salt, and seasoning cubes. To begin, prepare the ingredients by placing the clam or kpeku in a pot of boiling water to open the shell. Once the water starts boiling, the clam or kpeku will open up. Then take it out from the fire to remove its worm, like so. Once you remove the worm from the clam, pour some clean water to wash the clam, then set aside. Now, season the goat's meat with some onions, fresh pepper, seasoning cube, and salt. Stir to mix everything together, then add water and allow the goat's meat to cook until it's tender. While the goat's meat is cooking, prepare the rest of the ingredients like the okra by chopping the okra into bits like so. You can also chop the okra into bigger chunks. If you like your okra big, you can cut the okra in bigger chunks, and you may also use vegetable grater if that's how you like your okra. Okay. So if you want your okra to be very slimy, if you want your okra to be thick and slimy, after cutting the okra or after grating the okra, add some quantity of water to the okra, mix it and set aside. That way the okra will release its slime and it will make the soup to be thick and slimy. But I don't want the okra soup, this particular okra soup, to be too slimy or too thick, so I'm not going to add water. But if you want your okra soup to be thick and slimy, you need to add a little bit of water into the okra after grating it or after slicing it. Okay, so now that we are done slicing and grating the okra, this is what our okra looks like. Okay, so we're going to set these aside and then continue cooking. Now add the Kpomo, the snail and crab to the cooking pot of goat's meat. The goat's meat is almost done, so I'm just going to add the Kpomo, the snails and the crab, then allow to cook for about 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I'm going to take out the goat's meat from the cooking pot because the goat's meat is almost done. I'm going to take out the goat's meat from the cooking pot, and then I'm going to add the clam or kpeku as we call it. Okay, I'm going to add the kpeku and leave it to cook for another 10 minutes and then set aside. In a heated pot, add about 2 to 3 soup spoons of palm oil or red oil. Then add the blended chili, onions, and fresh pepper to the palm oil. Fry for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until the pepper dry up a little. Then add the ground crayfish, stir, and then add some little quantity of water. Now add the cooked snail, crab, kpeku or clam, Kpomo, Goatmeat, and you may also add the meat stock if any. Okay, our meat stock is very little, so I'm adding the meat stock because there are a lot of flavor and taste from the meat, the crab, and everything. So I'm going to add the meat stock and then give the soup a mix, and then I'm going to add some water to the desired quantity I want. Okay, if you want your soup to be very light, that's runny, add more water, but if you want the soup to be thick, add little water. So this quantity of water is just perfect for the soup. Okay, also I'm going to add the prawns, Bonga fish. The Bonga fish is optional. Okay, so I'm going to add Perewinkle. I'm going to add some seasoning cube and salt to taste. Okay, give the soup a big mix. Taste for salt, taste for your seasoning. You can add more seasoning if you want. You can add more salt if you want. Okay, but make sure you don't add too much. Okay, and then mix everything together and leave the soup to simmer for about 2 minutes. Now add the okra, then mix the soup to properly combine. Give the soup a big mix. You may also add some more ground crayfish. This is optional. Okay, the additional crayfish will improve the taste of the soup. Okay, and also I'm adding some sliced pepper to add more heat to the soup. Okay, if you don't want too much pepper in your soup, you can just add very little. Okay, so I'm adding some more pepper and more crayfish. I'm going to give the soup a good mix and then simmer for about 1 minute, and then after a minute I'm going to add the ugu, okay, and allow to simmer for about 30 seconds. After about 30 seconds, mix the soup together, and then our Nigerian okra soup is ready. Okra soup can be paired with any Nigerian swallow of choice. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like this video, share this video, leave comments in the comment section down below. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't waka.